Hey guys, it's Allison here from Common Ground Gardens. I'm up here in my studio today because it's freezing cold outside. It's middle of January. We've had the weirdest winter here in Utah. It's been super dry. No snow or anything, just very cold, which is fine. So what do all gardeners do when it's cold and it's January? I'll tell you what we do. We look at seed catalogs. So let's talk about that today. We're going to talk about garden planning and ordering seeds. Alright, so I already have my seed orders in, and I've gotten them because I was really worried about missing out this year, and boy was I right. I don't know if you guys know what's going on, but I'll just give you an example. I love to order from Baker Creek. Find a little thing. Shut down their website for 4 days, twice in a row now, because they were getting 5 times more seed orders than they did even last year, which is really saying something. So everybody's ordering seeds right now. So you guys might have a little bit of trouble. I know like Territorial has said that they have significant shipping delays. Their orders have at least 30 days to ship. So please be patient with these people. They're doing a fantastic job. Seeds are a finite resource. They can't just make more seeds. So I know they worked really hard to produce extra this year. But anyway, let's all be patient and show kindness, and hopefully we will all get what we need in the end. And so maybe seek to share a little more this year than you normally would. Share more seeds with your friends or your neighbors. Maybe plant a little extra so that you do have something to share, because it's that kind of year. So I'm going to talk a little bit about all the fun it is to get. These are just some of the catalogs I get. I love to order from, and I do every year, from Baker Creek. They have the most beautiful seed catalog. It is the funnest January activity of all time, just leafing through, reading about all the new things and all the seeds from around the world and trying to pick what will be good for you. This picture is in the Mother Earth News as an ad. It's so cute. But anyway, I went through this in detail, marked all the little goodies I wanted, did not order everything I want. But I'll show you my seed haul from that. But this is just the free catalog. They have an even bigger one that you can buy for $10, and that thing's fabulous. But no, normally I get that. I just happened to get this year because I did actually have a lot of seed on hand. I was very careful about saving seeds from last year. But anyway, I highly recommend these guys. They're fantastic. They have free shipping to the U.S., continental U.S., and I do find that their seed packets are a little bit less per packet, plus the free shipping really makes a big difference. And if you've ever ordered from Baker Creek, you'll know that they also always include a free packet of seed. I have some right here I was grabbing. It just depends. It's a roll of the dice, but everything's awesome. I mean, you get tomatoes and lettuce and radish and just whatever. They always give you a free packet of seed. Now, I've noticed a lot of things people don't like about Baker Creek. I mean, the only criticism, honestly, would be that they don't provide detailed instruction as much as some of the other people do, because they feel that it wouldn't be correct to really say this okra right here can only grow in these exact zones, because everybody has little microclimates and everybody has tricks up their sleeves, and so many things can grow with a skill in an area that it might not normally grow, and then you would have skipped the variety of seed, and that would be a shame, because these are all heirloom. They're open pollinated. You can save the seed forever if you choose. You can save the seed every year as you grow your plants. But anyway, love Baker Creek. These guys are awesome. The customer service is great, so give them a shot. My second favorite for me is Territorial Seeds. Now, Territorial, like I said, I would say their packets are maybe a little bit more expensive per packet, plus they have a shipping charge. But all of that is fine and lovely, because if you order from them, make sure you hang on to the catalog, because for everything, I just happened to turn to okra again, everything, they have a detailed planting guide right in the catalog. And on the back of the packets, I will show you in a sec, they have very detailed on how to start the seed, how to grow the seed, whether it's indoor, outdoor, what time of year, calculate frost dates. It's very detailed how far apart to put the plants. So if you're a beginner, you might want to start with something that gives you a little more support, and so that you have a higher success rate with your seeds. And also, I always see you always get a bunch of other interesting ones. This is, I order from them from time to time, but I didn't this year because I just didn't need anything. This is a Asian seed catalog based in San Francisco. It's fantastic. I love Johnny's. I love Southern Exposure. Those guys are awesome, but I don't live in the South, so that's a very specific catalog. I love Botanical Interests. But anyway, go crazy, go find yourself some seed catalogs and have the fun of looking through everything. All right, so here's what I've been doing in the winter since I cannot garden. First thing I do is I plan out my garden. This is all my beds. And then I decided, based on last year, what do I want to keep growing? What do I want more of, and what do I want less of? And the answer was more variety, less of one thing. For instance, even though tomatoes are the whole point of gardening, a fresh tomato is like literally why everyone gardens. It's the #1 vegetable. I had way too many tomatoes this year. I really did. I just had too much. So I'm cutting way back on the amount of vines I'm going to have. And then whereas other things I want more of, like we needed way more peppers. So I'll be adding more peppers in, and I'm going to make a real conscientious effort to plant more flowers in with all my veggies. So this is a very intensely planted garden. Yeah, it is huge. I understand that. I'm actually going to add one more bed for artichokes. I'm going to try that this year. But I decided, what do I want? And we'll see if I stick to the plan, because I never totally do, but it's fun. This is a great time. So I decided we wanted to grow pumpkins this year and less melon. We didn't need all that melon. Some of it we didn't even like. Some of it was just huge vines that took up a whole bed, and you only got like 2 things out of it, 2 servings. So I'm not going to do that again. I am going to do a honeydew, and I will probably buy that plant from a nursery instead of starting it from seed. And then I did buy pumpkins. We wanted a whole big bed of peppers. We did have a big bed of peppers, but I'm going to plant it a little more intensely and have it more in a different spot. So, and I also added peppers in another spot. So I have a bed and a half of peppers, and I'm going to try more bell peppers and maybe a few less hot peppers, tons of varieties, just maybe less of the individual plant. And then every year in my tomato bed I do I'm going to do 2 Romas instead of 4. 4 was way too many. 1 cherry tomato, if at all, and I'll show you why. And I will plant 1 or 2 atomic grapes. So this is most of one bed. I already have garlic planted out, so that'll get harvested in July, and then I'll fill it in with something else. And then every year I plant my 2 favorites, Paul Robeson, pineapple, they're heirloom tomatoes. And then I always try something new, and I'll show you what I got that's new in a bit. And then I thought I would move my green bean trellis over to span 2 beds and make an arch. I can easily do that with the materials I have on hand, and that basically will free up 2 entire beds. So I could still plant this whole bed with this, 6 inches of bean space here. And then beans are heavy feeders, so I'll feed that real well, put a lot of compost in, and I'll put down fertilizer when I first plant them. So I'm going to do my Malibu poles, which I saved seed from. Got them in here. Tons. Anybody want some? Let me know. You can put your address down in the comments below, and I will mail you some Malibu green bean pole beans. They're really, really good for us. We're zone 6. They grow fantastic. I do 2 plantings a month apart, and we have green beans all summer. And then I'm also going to put in some bush beans to fill in. So I'll have half peppers, half bush, couple flowers. Over here it's going to be the zucchini. Initially in the spring, I'm going to do carrots and lettuce here, and then the zucchini will take over as the carrots and the lettuce dies down. In the back, I'm going to do, oh, I can't decide, what did I say? I can't remember. I had 5 cucumbers this year. That was way too much, so I think 3. I'm going to stick with 3, and I already have the trellis up for that. And then I got a butternut squash I'm going to put in there, so that'll be kind of big. That'll give us a lot of food. This is carrots and potatoes. And then once I harvest the potatoes and the carrots, I will still have enough time to put in dry bush beans. So it's kind of an experiment. I will really be pushing it time-wise, but I'm worth it, and I'll show you the beans I got to try in there. Oh, I think I have my beds mixed up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is potatoes, and then I'll fill in with carrots. So after I harvest the potatoes, I'm going to make it a carrot bed. And this is where I'm going to do the dry beans. So I'm going to do a bed of onions because those worked so good last year, you guys. I'm so excited. I learned how to grow the onions properly, and I still have some. They preserve so well. You know, curing them and hanging them, it's awesome. So I'm definitely going to do a whole bed of onions and then the dry beans there after. So sorry about that. This already has garlic. This bed already has garlic established, and then it'll be my greens bed. It'll be lettuce and kale and all the yummy stuff. Now I'm going to do an entire bed of broccoli because we love it and it freezes really well. For instance, I have a freezer full of green beans right now, which is awesome. We eat them every week, but I would love to also have some broccoli in there. That would be great. And I'm really going to try and get this kind of broccoli at the nursery called Premium Crop. I don't have the seeds for it, so I'm going to try and get it. And I do have some broccoli seeds I'm going to start just in case I can't get the Premium Crop. And you'll notice I always include flowers. So all along the back, I'm going to do sunflowers. I have the mammoth sunflowers, and then I also bought some red because I thought it would be really pretty, the Autumn Beauty. And then down the middle, on both sides, I'm going to purchase 6 packs of flowers and plant those, and that attracts, you know, pollinators, and it helps with the diversity of the garden, and it brings in the beneficial insects, and it confuses predators as well, and so they kind of disperse themselves instead of everyone settling on the one crop and eating the whole thing overnight, which just totally happens. So here's my garden, and then I'm going to do one extra bed for, I'm going to try artichokes this year, you guys. I have not been successful with artichokes, but I found one that I'm going to try. So let me show you my seed haul. Alright, so in my garden planning on the back of this, I planned out the things that I need to buy and whether it needs to be seed or a plant, which I'll buy from a nursery. So I encourage you guys, if you can start things from seeds, do so. It is not as easy as everyone makes it out. You might want to watch a bunch of videos on it. I'm really going to put forth a big effort this year. I bought a rack from Home Depot. I already have the trays and the cells that I saved. I have one plant light, and I bought 2 more. These are grow lights off of Amazon. I was going to buy the shop lights, but then I decided to go ahead because of my light conditions, which are poor. I'm going to buy a specific light for growing plants. I already keep them for my indoor plants, so I already have one big one, and then I bought 2 more, and it was about $30. So it was a really good price, and I'll be able to use it year after year. It has the red and the blue light, and it's the correct lumens and everything. So like I'm saying, starting seed is not for everyone, and I'm not going to encourage you to do that, and I'm also not going to make tutorials on it because I'm not an expert on it, and I can't stand YouTube videos that are like, let's try this out, and then the title is growing broccoli from seed. So anyway, it's a pet peeve of mine. I'm happy to help you in the garden, but I'm not going to help you with starting seeds. So anyway, I made my garden plan based on how things did last year, good or bad. I adjusted the amounts of plants, and then like a good girl, I went through my my extensive seed, what I already have. So here's what I've got. This is, you know, seeds last for years and years and years. So I needed more lettuce and greens. I did buy some more of that. And I have kind of like my cool weather crops on one side and my warm weather crops like cucumbers and tomatoes on this side. So basically what this, for me, this is how I do it. This is like early spring. This is peas and lettuce and things that can go straight in even if the soil's cold. And then it kind of warms up as you get back. There's carrots back here and beets and things. And then over here I have true summer things like cucumbers and the squashes. I got my zucchinis and my tomatoes and everything. So I'll be starting a few things. I'm going to start greens. I'm going to start some broccoli and some rapini just in case. I'm going to start my artichokes I got. So anyway, this is what I got. So I tried to be organized and take an inventory of what I had and then order things that I wished I had. So let's unbox. All right, so first up is my Baker Creek order. I just happened to put my order in on the last week of December. See if it says. No, but anyway, I got my seeds before they got slammed in the first week of January. I just happened to have time and money and I did it and I'm so glad. But it doesn't matter. I mean, even if I had to wait 30 days for these, I'm not gonna like be mad about it because their seeds are fantastic and they give you so much, and they're just, you know, they're all heirloom, open pollinated. You can save the seeds and continue on with your life. So I got some more radish. These are called white hailstone. You know, radishes, I only had a few left because we sowed them so many times last year. You just keep sowing them and they just keep growing. And, you know, radishes are super quick, 30 days. So I got a bunch of those. I got a couple more summer squash. I had enough zucchini, and so that was fine. I wanted a yellow zucchini. I don't like yellow crookneck squash at all. I think it's really seedy and it doesn't taste like anything. I like golden zucchini. And the other benefit of these guys is the fruit is yellow, and so they don't get super big. You can see them so well underneath the leaves. So I grabbed these because I ran out last year. And then my hubby loves these scallop squash, and look how beautiful these are. Yeah, it's in French, and I'm not going to shame my relatives who speak French by trying to pronounce that, but aren't they beautiful? So I got these. And it's funny, I accidentally, so careful, but then I accidentally ordered 2 of these, and so my friend got some. These I am so excited about. They're featured in the catalog and on the website this year. They're called Lillian's Caseload peas. So these are going to go into the ground in the next 30 days or so. And I do love peas, I really do. And so they're supposed to be they're supposed to produce prolifically. They're 55 to 65 days. It's super interesting history too about these. You think of a lot of these are being, you know, hundreds of years old, but these are not. These are from, I want to say 20s or 30s, and they're from the Johnny Select catalog. And someone just happened to save the seeds because they loved them so much, and they saved them all this time. And Johnny's doesn't even carry them anymore, and so they're open pollinated, and she was able to save them, and now we get the benefit of them. I'm really excited about trying these because they're supposed to produce a ton. Autumn Beauty sunflowers because I needed a little more red in my life. This is the pumpkin I decided to get. Winter luxury pie. So pie pumpkin, made for eating, and then you can eat the seeds. I can give the seeds to my goaties, which provide a natural dewormer, believe it or not. So I've never grown pumpkin before. I'm sure it's totally fine. Everybody grows pumpkins. So I'm going to put them where I had all the hot peppers last year. Or, let me talk my hubby into it, I'm going to start another bed on the side. And then, as always, they give you free seeds. And look how awesome this is. This is Russian or Ragged Jack kale. And there's a lot of seeds in here. This is all the kale the world needs. That was a bird that just flew up to my window. So that is what I got from Baker Creek. It's what I needed, and I really appreciate the kale, 3 seeds. And let me show you what I got from Territorial. So exciting. So is Territorial. So I got, so I mentioned I grow the Malibu poles. I already had those, and so I wanted some bush beans. So after poring over the catalog, I decided to get the Jade bush beans. They're supposed to grow really well and far into the season, longer than a lot of the green beans. Now, look how beautiful this packet is. I just love it. It's a beautiful drawing. I love that about Territorial. They use the artwork. I love about Baker Creek is they have fantastic photos, so I love everybody. Now, if you look at the back of these packets, they are full of information, very specific. This will be a big help to you if you are a new gardener, and I hope you all are new gardeners. I just hope everybody plants a garden this year because it's so much fun, and it's good for your soul, and it's good for your eating. So this talks about how deep to plant it, when to plant it, how far apart to plant it, how long to wait for it to germinate, and then how many days till harvest. It tells you how to fertilize. It says whether to plant them indoors or outdoors at first. Disease prevention. It's fantastic, and there is a lot of seeds in there. So very, very exciting. This is a new variety of sugar snap peas. It's called Super Sugar Snap. I'm, again, very excited. I get some snap peas out of the garden. But, you know, every year I think, wow, I don't know if that was that great. But this is supposed to be much more vigorous, a 5-foot tall snap pea. That's pretty tall for us, in only 58 days. So I'm excited about planting this. And it's super quick. So, and they also tell you what to put in the soil, which I haven't put bone meal in with my peas. Maybe that's why I'm not getting that many peas. So I do have the shelling pea, and then these are snap peas that where you can just snack on the whole thing. I got these, you guys. It's called Violetto Artichokes. I really want to try artichokes. I really do. So these said that they are good to zone 6, and artichokes are usually 7 to 9, I believe. So I figured $3.95 we're trying artichokes. Now, these have to be started by seed indoors, which is not my biggest talent, but I'm going to do it. So I'm planting them right now, like today. It's middle of January. It takes that long. They're super long. And then it also said in the catalog that these will produce for 4 years. So if I can get them protected enough from the cold throughout the winter, and they tell you how to do it, I don't know, maybe I'll get artichokes. And they have a little bit of a purple tinge, so they're going to be beautiful. All right, so I said I'm going to, here's my story. Every year I do try a new tomato. And I thought last year that my new tomato would be Mortgage Lifter. I've heard good things about it, and beefsteaks are my favorite. And I've never tried it. I love the story of Mortgage Lifter, so I just figured. It is the longest. I mean, I think it was 110 days to harvest. It is such a long season. And then I got real discouraged. I was like, I already wait forever for my heirlooms. My favorite tomatoes are the pineapple, and that's a 90 days till you start getting pineapples. So I figured I would try this. It's called Stupus. I hope I'm saying that right. This is a 60-day tomato. 60 days. Tomatoes, and that's as quick as a cherry. So very excited. It says it's a cold-tolerant tomato that ripens to a sweet red, slightly oval, only a 2-inch fruit, which is really small. That's fine though. I think it's going to be a little bit bigger than a cherry, so still big enough you could cut it up, and it's supposed to taste delicious. So I just figured I'd try a quicker tomato. I'm excited about this, so I'll be starting that pretty soon. I also got a Estella F1 zucchini. This is a small statured zucchini. I actually got it for a friend who has a limited space, and so we're going to try it because it's her favorite thing. So 38 days. I mean, zucchini's already like really fast, but seriously, 38 days in a small statured zucchini, that sounds good to me. And I also said in the catalog that it is quite powdery mildew resistant, so it'll keep producing when your other, zucchinis always get powdery mildew. So that'll be fun. I'm excited. Let's try it. I also got these called, this is so cute, it's called Butter Baby. It's a small statured butternut squash plant, and so I should be able to put it in between, you know, in my rows and not have it take over the whole garden. And I don't need a ton of winter squash. We don't love it, so I mean we definitely eat it, but we don't like love it. But winter squash is great because it will last for months if you get the appropriate kind. You can keep it forever. I mean, not forever, but honestly, 3 or 4 months, just, you know, in a drawer or whatever. So this is a small plant. I'm excited. 1/2 pound to 1.5 pounds. Fruits, which is great because there's only 2 of us. Anyway, I'm excited. 3 to 5 feet apart, which is really not that bad. So I could probably put 2 at the end of my 4-foot rows, and then they'll spill over into the aisles, and that'll be great. So excited about that. And then another thing that is my favorite, you guys, from Territorial, which was this one. They have pelleted seed. And I'm going to open this and show you. So this is not all their seeds are pelleted, but some of the teeny tiny ones, especially like lettuce. So useful to have them pelleted. So normally a lettuce seed is like microscopic, and so you scatter it down and it sticks to everything, and then a row of lettuce will come up and you have to thin it. So that's kind of, you know, it's a little wasteful. It's not the end of the world. But you can buy these pelleted seeds. They have clay around them, and so you can individually plant each head of lettuce, and they have awesome germination rates. They cost a little bit more, but let me explain what I mean by a little bit more. This iceberg lettuce seed I want to try is regular seeds, $4.25. This is $4.65 for this pelleted romaine. I've gotten these. I get them every year. I just love them because they make lettuce growing so much easier. You can space them properly. You never have to thin them. And that is 100 heads of lettuce for $4.65. And I found the germination rate is awesome, like 80%. Yeah, which it says our standard germination 80%. So I love these. They have pelleted carrots, and let's look in the back and they'll tell you. But they also have seed tape, which I thought would be really fun. You just like unroll this tape of seed and keep it watered and everything. So anyway, that is what I got from Territorial. Very excited, and I'm going to start the artichokes right away. Now, let me show you my last seed haul that you guys are not going to believe, seriously, and it's awesome. Okay. I went to the dollar store, and they had vegetable seeds, not for $1, for $1. And not just seeds. These are heirloom seeds. These are stuff I buy from all these catalogs for $4 a packet, $3 a packet. Here, right here, Paris Island lettuce, 25 cents. And there is definitely enough seeds to, I mean, seriously, it's awesome. I got kale, look at this, Calabrese Broccoli. This is totally known heirloom broccoli. I love it. I got cauliflower, I got some more radishes. Look how pretty. Seriously, you guys, there's probably like 50 seeds in here. It's such a good deal. Chard, beautiful rainbow chard, 25 cents. Beets, turnips. Oh, here's the regular butternut. I did grab one of those. Squashies. I've got 2 kinds of carrots. Look, California Wonder Peppers. This is like one of the best, most prolific peppers you can grow. A couple of those. I did go ahead and grab, here, look, Blue Lake bush beans. This is something most people grow every year in their garden. More Swiss chard. Oh, yeah. So I'm definitely planting these. I got these Cherokee wax. So pretty yellow bush beans, and I'll put those in with the Jade that I had. And then I got some more top crop. I got some Dill Chives, a little bit more, and cilantro. So this was $6. $6. So go out to your Dollar Tree, see if they have them. They might not. One of my friends got a ton. One of my friends, there was nothing. So I literally can't believe it's $6. So, I don't know if you guys noticed when I was showing you my garden plan. I had an empty bed that I was just leaving open for fun because I always buy too many things, you know, because that's my style. But now I'm thinking I'm going to do a dollar store bed. So that would be super cool. And just see how these start, how they grow. Because if I seriously could start an entire garden bed for $6, let's see how much food we can get. I have one last thing I got at the dollar store. Microgreens mix. Now this packet was $1. It's way bigger than the other packets. But so I could either grow it as microgreens. But honestly, you guys, listen to what is in here. Cabbage Red Express, kale, lacanito, mustard, tatsoi, black knight, cabbage pak choi, and more mustard mizuna. If you needed to, if this was a serious situation, you could just plant all these seeds. Every single one of those will make you a whole plant of food instead of using it as microgreens. This is good stuff. So I'm either going to save, I was thinking about saving these things. I don't have like a seed vault. I was thinking about making, you know, if you put seeds in a jar with and those little drying packets that last through years and years. So I might do that. I also picked up some more stuff from the Dollar Tree. I got a calendar to write down like when I start things, when I should be harvesting things. So this is going to be my vegetable garden calendar. They always have killer little pots. I already did a video where I've gone on about their cool pots. These are real clay pots, 2 for $1. I'm gonna do the artichokes in there. I got 6 of them. I didn't need any more like seed starting pots because I always save what I got from the nursery from last year and clean them up and use them again. And then I also always grab some little solar lights because I put them around the chicken coop so that there's a little bit more light. Like if I needed to run out there in the middle of the night, you don't even need a flashlight. So anyway, fantastic. Cannot believe the dollar store seed haul. Gonna make a dollar store garden. Let's see how much stuff we can get out of. So that's what I've been doing. I hope you guys go out, do your best, ask me any questions you want. Remember, you're gonna want to start some things from seeds. Or you can just buy your plants. I highly recommend going to a local nursery to try and buy your veggie plant starts. I'm sure it's going to be a madhouse this year, so check early and often. Do not wait till the last frost, not the first frost. Don't wait till the last frost date and you're to go shopping for veggie seeds. Start early because it'd be better to just grab what you need and keep it on a windowsill and keep it alive than to miss out entirely. So think about growing extra this year to share either food or seedlings, share seeds. Let's keep everybody going. Let's be generous gardeners and have an awesome, awesome rest of the winter. Try to hang in there. I know everybody, including me, has been feeling bad. We had COVID and we just felt bad ever since, to be honest with you. So anyway, we're all going to power through and remember, life's a garden. Dig it.